Chattingzpan Divaranda, where we discuss topics that intrigues us. Grab a glass, it's time to chat. Chattingzpan Divaranda.
Welcome again to the veranda. Today on the veranda, we'll be chatting about the controversial topic of teenage pregnancy. This for me is not only a discussion, it's a little bit of story time. I was a teenage mom with my first daughter, Malia, and it has always been a very controversial topic. Because when persons have overcome the struggle and speak on that, it may seem as if they're encouraging other young girls to become a teenage mom. But that's not the case for me today. What I want to do on the flip side is to encourage a young mother who thinks that all is lost because she had become a mother at an early age. And also to use this as a cautionary advisory to other young girls who are on the fast track or simply in a relationship and not with much guidance. Parents, we have to get real with our children. We have to talk to them about relationships, we have to talk to them about sex, we have to talk to them about boys, vice versa. With the young men, we have to talk to them about females and how to go about engaging at a young age and what is acceptable and what is not going anywhere, and they can just hold on a little bit now, man, just slow down a little now. Parents plays a vital role in that period of time for young adults, when they're trying to figure out who they are, figure out which direction to go, if they want to fit in or they want to stand out. Peer pressure, it's a lot. So that's my little disclaimer on the topic. I'm not encouraging anybody to become a teenage mom because it wasn't easy. This is what Chattingzpan Divaranda is about. I am going to tell you about the journey. It's not glamorous. You have to become an adult instantaneously because you have a life depending on you. It's no joke. I'm gonna talk about my little self. Alright, so let me start from when I found out I was pregnant. No. I am daddy's little girl. I am a daddy's girl to the core. When I found out I was pregnant at 18 years old, I was in college. It was the latter part of my first year in college. And oh my God, as the Lord would have it, I did not carry well. I was sick every day. It was horrible. I was in and out of the doctor's office. It was horrible, like nauseous, the full-fledged everything of morning sickness. I had it for the entirety of the 9 months. So in the beginning, I had to stop going to school. Physically, I couldn't go in and be on campus. So daddy, in his mind, he wasting money, he wasting effort, all the parenting that he could have done, considering his limitations, his ability to maneuver being a single dad, working, everything went through his mind. Lord God, she mash up our life. Life done and they say crash, everything mash up. So I had to stop college. First off, let me tell you how I broke the news to my dad. Because time was coming now. By this time I was more than 4 months pregnant. Hid it completely from my dad. Wrap up belly. eyed it. And I carried very small. I had a very small tummy. And when it touched 5 months now, and I said, no, can't hide it much longer. Because one day I know I'm going to wake up and my belly going just big. So I wrote a letter. Because I've always been a writer. Write a note. And I took out his car key. And I put it in his glove compartment. And I wait until him know I put it in the car for him to take it to work. Because when he get the message at work, him going to have to process it for the entire day and compose himself, because I don't want to know what will happen when he come home. So naturally, I fret for the whole entire day. I called him at work and I said, Daddy, you know, I left a little note. And it wasn't strange for me to leave notes for my dad, because my dad was like that. I would write a little note, you know, enjoy your day, Daddy. He would do the same sometimes. So it wasn't uncommon for me to write a note and leave it whether in his briefcase or in his car or in his notebook, and he would do the same. And you know, so I said, Daddy, I left a little note for you. It's in your glove compartment, and please let me know when you read it. Hey, nervous to the only. Lord Jesus, my life done. Life mash up. I have no life. I waited by the phone. I waited by the phone. Every time the phone ring, the aunt, they don't be told, Lord Jesus, drop like it, I drop from the top. I want picked to the bottom and it from right on the head. I saw the aunt, I drop back along. So I said, Lord have mercy, every time the phone ring. Finally, when I got that call, and my daddy was known for his what, the word what. When he said what with an exclamation, you know, my dad pronounced every letter when he spoke. My dad words were like dart. When he spoke them, may I tell you, you feel every letter of the words, every word you feel. And when daddy said what? Listen, when I say that and people know Daddy, they always say, oh my God, that sounds just like him. Daddy, and in facial expression and everything, and Daddy said, what? You must be joking. You must be joking. This must be a joke. You know what? Because my daddy have a style, you know. He always tell you, you know what? I'm going to take some time. I'm going to process the information and figure out how to find a solution, if it's a situation that you can find a solution for, and figure out how to move forward. Because I don't want to say anything to you in the heat of the moment and say the wrong things. So Daddy said, you must be joking, you must be joking. No, can't real. Lie me I tell. I must prank him. Daddy thinking about YouTube. I prank him. So I was silent on the phone. Shame. Boy, I was so ashamed. And I said, Lord gosh, Daddy now kill me now when he reach in. Anyways, you know, I know him. I was, you know, that my daddy reached home by the very latest 7 o'clock every evening. Clock like clockwork. Every evening by the latest 7 o'clock. It's when I see go down to like 5:36-ish. I don't even want their house, you know, because I'm not sure that if that specific day he would come home early. So I make sure I pack up my little documents, not clothes and pack up my stuff, as in just, you know, take up my phone and head out the door and go down on one little section there. We have bridges, because at that time I was living in Portmore, so I went down to the bridge where I can still in the car come in, and I had a best friend who lived close by the bridge. So I was down there, and my best friend doing a stakeout, you know, and every car was to drive, I said, I want him. And we look. Anyways, when he got home, he finished up everything, he come sit down up by the front of the house, and him meditate, and me a peep every minute coming more and catch him in the calm, you know. Because my daddy, boy, there's a calm before the storm. And I want to catch him in the calm, and me a peep every minute, and me a look at me and say, boy, if I get late now, I have to go in, you know, me I'm going to do what am I going to do, and me take my time on first, because I know that he's a person who, he doesn't like public embarrassment or drama. So I tell my friend, I said, come with me and walk past and see how he looks at me or how he react when he see me and thing. So my friend walk past him, sit down to the front, and hello, he don't look like him, don't look right, because me invisible. The man looks straight through me. And I said, Lord God, it's worse than me think. He definitely gonna kill me, you know. So I say, alright, I will give you a little time again, I will walk past again. Alright, we are watching. By that time now, well, after a little while, he went inside. I said, alright, it's like very late now, I will go in because I have to face the music. So I went inside. When I went inside, he heard me come in. I went in my room, he was in his room, and it took a little while before he come around and thing and to come talk to me, and he come in and he said, listen, I ate this, you have mashed up your life, you're in college, what are you going to do? You need to figure out a plan, you know. You need to figure out a plan because you got yourself in this. Furthermore, go and move in with that guy. Go and move in with him. They said, anywhere you get pregnant is down there going to live. Go and move in with him. And it was so late, but I'm silent and I sit down there, I cry and thing, and him say, listen, you're going to pack up your stuff, you're going to move out. And I said, alright. So I said, so I can stay here for the night. And he said, yes, of course, it's late, you're not going anywhere, stay for the night. But no, I'm angry. I know I expected that kind of reaction. He was angry, naturally, so I expected that. So I said, alright then. But then, no sleep, no sleep for the wicked. I stay up all night and nervous. I stay up all night. Anyways, next morning now, I got to one lady who lived nearby me that I used to call Auntie. And I said, Auntie, I told her that I'm pregnant. And she was disappointed and she said, boy, Zina, I understand that he's going to be angry, but I'm going to talk to him. That specific night, I spent the night around her house. I know that is to move out of her house. So I said, alright then, I go and talk to him. Tell him, I know you're angry. I know you must be angry. You invested a lot. Is you alone with Zina? Zina has been doing so well in school. We don't understand how this happened, but it's one of them things. But one thing I can tell you, when that baby born, that baby is going to be your best friend. You're going to love that baby. I went home at the following day, and he buy up stuff, put in the house. Throughout the other couple of days coming. I have certain things put in the house and he leave some money on the table. This man, let me tell you something, is my father. My dad had the gift of ignoring. He didn't talk to me, but he made sure I had everything I needed. He made sure I had food, money. He took care of me. But I had something up my sleeve. I did not apply for a leave of absence from school. I decided that I'm still going to go to school. How was I going to do that? Well, I have a sister, not by blood, but by choice. Let me tell you something, man. Renee, she's still the closest and dearest friend that I have. We are beyond friends. We don't call each other friends, right? That girl is my sister by choice. Let me tell you something. Renee lived in Mountain View at the time, or Harbor View at the time, and she was going to the same college that I was going to. And Renee would leave school in the evenings for as many evenings out of the week that she could and come to me, and we would study together. She would tell me every homework, every topic, everything that was happening in school. She would tell me, and we would study together, and I would do my work, and I sent in all my IAs. I never missed a homework, I never missed an IA. Every single thing, I was on top of it. It was as if I was at school. And this now is for the entirety of my second year in college. There was also a neighbor that I had. I lay away to her one evening and said, please, can you do me a favor? I know that we have a few classes in common. Can you please tell me what they do in each class, the topics and stuff, and give me notes and help me out? Because you know, Renee can't come every single evening, but trust, the evenings that she did not come were few in numbers. Most evenings she was there. And you know, leaving from Portmore to go back home and everything, Renee has been a blessing to me. Those two queens, they were very, very, very vital to me throughout those times, and still I have it in my memory. Like when I'm talking to you now, it's as if I'm picturing the days, picturing the exact moment when she would stop by the house and she would be telling me or giving me the notes, and I can picture and I can remember vividly when Renee would come to the house, and then you know, even on my walk back to the bus stop with her, we are still talking about school work, and she was still studying as much as we can. And sometimes, you know, man, well, most of the times, 95% of the times, I am so sick. I may feel bear it out, and Renee is there with me, and sometimes she comes in and comes in. Tough it out, man, tough it out. All this time, my dad had no idea that I was still in college. He thought that I took the leave of absence and I wasn't in college, because I said to myself, it's going to be a surprise. I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to put I have a special surprise in this video as well. You know, I'm going to show you a picture of my dad. I had my baby in my hand in my graduation gown.